Now here is another question. The current flowing into the base of a transistor is 100 microampere. Find its collector current IC, its emitter current IE, and the ratio IC and IE if value of the current gain beta is 100. So let me write the values I have and then we will see what can we do. So the base current IB equals 100 microampere, which is equal to 100 multiplied by 10 to the power of negative 6 ampere. Then we need to find IC, the collector current, and emitter current IE, and the ratio IC over IE. If the value of the beta is 100, so let's see what do we have. What is beta? So let me see. In the common emitter mode, we studied that beta is current, collector current divided by the base current. This is the ratio is called beta, because in common emitter mode we are interested in the output current divided by the input current, which in this case is base current. So beta is collector current divided by base current. So let me write here, this beta or 100 is collector current over base current, because this will help us to find some quantities. Okay, so we need to find this, and then we also need to find collector current divided by emitter current. Of course we can do this once we find the IC and IE. And do you know what is this ratio? This ratio is actually the alpha ratio. So if when we were studying the common base configuration, so I told you that now because the base is common, so we are not interested in base current. Now input is emitter. So if the n input is emitter, so we are interested in input current, and here is the output current, which is IC, and we always find the ratio of output current divided by input current. So IC over IE is actually the current gain factor alpha. This is a current gain for in common base mode. So this is alpha. So I can write here alpha, because those students who are familiar with this notation, like alpha is this ratio, so I'm putting that name. And we also know about the third equation we studied, and that was IE equals IB plus IC when we studied about the operation of the transistor. And then I told you that because emitter, which is heavily doped and it has a lot of electrons, so and because this first junction is always in forward bias mode, so emitter will give all the electrons. So emitter current, then emitter current splits into two. One goes to the base and other goes to the collector, and it depends on the operation, and there are many conditions. So emitter current equals base plus collector current. So this equation will also help us to find some quantities. So let me write here. So we know that emitter current equals base is the sum of base current and collector current. So now I need to find IC and IE. So IC and IE, I already have IB. So here I have the ratio IC over IB, and it is equal to 100, because this is beta. Beta is IC over IB. So I can find IC because I already have the value of IB. So the collector current equals base current multiplied by 100, and I have the base current which is given here. This is the base current, it is given in the question. So 100 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 6 ampere, and I will multiply it with 100, and the answer is, and my calculator tells me that this value is 0.01 ampere. So I found the value I see. Now I need to find the emitter current, because I need to calculate this ratio, and to calculate this ratio or alpha I need to have the current IE. How can I find current IE? You know, I have now the base current and I have just found collector current. And if you know the basic equation, emitter current is the sum of base current and collector current. So it's easy now. So IE equals IB plus IC. And IB is here 100 into 10 power negative 6 ampere plus collector current, which I just found, is 0.01 ampere, and the answer is 0.0101 ampere. Okay, so we found collector current, emitter current, and I think ratio is easy to find, right? You just write collector current, which is here 0.01 ampere, and then I will divide by emitter current, which is 0.0101 ampere, and my calculator tells me that its value is 0.99, and once again remember, it is dimensionless quantity. Here is the answer to your question.